The old house loomed ahead, dark and silent. It was my uncle's place, but he had been missing for weeks. People said it was haunted, but I didn't believe them. I decided to check it out myself. Big mistake. As I stepped inside, the air turned cold. Dust covered everything. A single window cast a dim light into the hallway. My heart pounded in my chest. I should have listened to the warnings. I continued down the hallway, each step echoing in the silence. I called out for my uncle, but only my own voice answered. A sense of dread crept over me, chilling me to the bone. What had I gotten myself into? The living room was shrouded in shadows. Furniture draped in dusty sheets resembled ghostly figures. The air hung heavy, thick with the smell of decay and something else, something unfamiliar. I shivered, pulling my jacket tighter. Suddenly I heard a soft noise. It was a scraping sound, slow and deliberate. It seemed to be coming from upstairs. I froze, listening intently. My blood ran cold as the scraping grew louder, closer. I crept towards the stairs, my hand trembling as it reached for the rusted railing. The steps creaked ominously under my weight. Each creak seemed to echo my impending doom. My breath caught in my throat. At the top of the stairs, a long hallway stretched before me, even darker than downstairs. The scraping sound stopped, leaving an eerie silence that seemed to press in on me from all sides. I held my breath, straining to hear anything over the pounding of my own heart. The silence was deafening and every second felt like an eternity. Then, I saw it. At the end of the hallway, a figure emerged from the shadows. It moved slowly, almost as if it were gliding. It was tall and lanky, its body contorted at an unnatural angle. The way it moved was both mesmerizing and horrifying. Its face, white as bone, stretched into a grotesque grin. It was Hagi Vagi, a creature from my worst nightmares come to life.
No spoken lines, just an eerie presence.
Terror gripped me, a cold, paralyzing fear that rooted me to the spot. I couldn't move, couldn't breathe. My mind screamed at me to run, but my body refused to obey. Its bloodshot eyes locked onto mine, burning with a sinister glee. They seemed to pierce through me, seeing every fear and doubt I had ever had. It took a slow, deliberate step towards me, its long, spindly arms reaching out as if to grab me and pull me into the darkness. I knew then that I was in serious danger. This was no ordinary fear. It was a primal terror, a fight-or-flight response that I couldn't act on. I stumbled back, my foot catching on the edge of a rug. I fell, crashing to the floor with a thud. Scrambling back, I saw Hagi Vagi lumbering towards me, its grin widening with every step. Desperately, I scanned the hallway. My eyes landed on a small table beside me. With a surge of adrenaline, I scrambled underneath, pressing myself against the wall. Fear pulsed through me, making my limbs tremble.
Ragged breathing and growling sounds.
Hagi Vagi reached the spot where I fell. Its long, bony fingers brushed the floor as it searched for me. I held my breath, praying it wouldn't see me. Its ragged breathing filled the hallway, each inhale and exhale sounding like a death rattle. Hagi Vagi paced back and forth, its frustration growing with each step. The room felt smaller with every passing second. I knew I couldn't stay hidden forever. The shadows offered temporary solace, but they wouldn't protect me for long. It would find me eventually. The ominous presence was closing in and I could feel its cold breath on my neck. I had to do something, anything to escape. My heart pounded in my chest, urging me to act. My mind raced, searching for a way out. Every second counted and I couldn't afford to waste any more time. My eyes fell on a lamp that had fallen to the floor beside me. It was my only hope. It was old and made of metal, a relic from another time. An idea sparked in my mind, a desperate plan that might just work. It was a long shot, but it was the only chance I had. I had to take the risk. I had to act fast. Time was slipping away, and the danger was getting closer. With trembling hands, I grabbed the lamp and ripped the cord from the wall. My fingers fumbled, but I couldn't afford to fail. Sparks flew as I frantically rubbed the exposed wires against the wooden leg of the table. The tension was unbearable. The smell of burning wood filled the air. Finally, flames erupted, casting a flickering light that danced on the walls. My desperate plan was in motion.